Moon gang, what is going on? Hello. I missed all of you over the weekend. I hope you had a phenomenal weekend. We're working with it. I'm not gonna lie. I am not gonna lie. It was a bit. Usually, I enter from stage left, but now in the new setup, I'm entering from stage right, and has my entire mind in a tizzy. But you know how it is. You know how it is. Man, I hope the new audio is coming across even better for you. Hello, oh brother, another episode of Dumb Money with Matt Kohrs. What is going on with the hedge funds these days? Hello. I'm so excited to be here. It just feels, I mean, of course we're green in the pre-market, which makes you feel good, but like something about it, like so many people were talking about it. I'm so excited. I am so excited for today. GameStop already up, what is it? Almost $6, up 2%. GameStop already up 4.5%, up $2 in pre-market. We're looking good. It looks like it's another beautiful day to be in Ape. We have a lot to talk about. Of course, if you have your questions, send them this way. But let's get everyone prepped for the day. Right now, AMC is battling it out at 50. Interesting. We did have a gap up, a run. It kind of came down, made a new higher lows. And right now we're battling it out at 50. And in terms of its pre-market high, GameStop's actually breaking out right now. Oh, wait, you said audio's left ear only. Oh, hang on. I can fix that. Why is it doing that? Hang on. I will fix it. Properties. Nope. All right, hang on. Advanced audio properties. Mono. All right, that should be good now. Folks, are we good? Can anyone confirm? Sorry for all my headphone listeners. It looks like I was only coming out of the left one. But that should be fixed now. Should be fixed. Sorry, my apologies. New mic. Just getting used to it. But I think we're good. Wow, the chat is already popping off. Technical difficulties. We fixed it. Remember, there is a slight delay between what I say and then that. So like if I fix it and it was like, Matt, you didn't fix it yet. It's like, hey, I'm living about 10 seconds in the future. And that's how it works. All right, so where were we at? Sorry. All right, so let's get out the data out of the way. So couple things I want to clarify about AMC right now. On Friday, there was a net return of about 30 million shares. But I want to clarify two different things. First of all, nothing on Ortex can account for naked shorts. By definition, naked shorts aren't reported anywhere, so no one's going to pick up on it. So all the numbers you see here, you can think of it as a like conservative floor value, because if anything, with any naked short, even if it's just one, but I'd be willing to bet any amount of money in the world that it's way beyond one. My point is these are floor values because it's not accounting for naked shorts. So that's number one, not reported at all because it's a naked short. Of course it's not reported. That's by definition what's going on with naked shorts. A second thing is when I'm talking about shares, I'm talking about shares on loan. Remember, shares on loan, to take a short position, you borrow it from someone who owns it, you sell it, you buy it back, and you return it to the original owner. It is possible to take out shares on loan to borrow them without shorting them. There is a theoretical argument that the 30 million shares on Friday, there is potential. You could mathematically argue that it had nothing to do with shorts. It could have just been 30 million shares that were on loan. The person decided to not take the short and they returned it. That is definitely possible. I would assume it's some sort of combination. Out of the 30 million returned on Friday, I bet some shorts covered on Wednesday. And I bet some of them were just shares on loan that they're like, you know what? I don't want to short this at all. And I'm just giving it back. So with that being said, shares on loan is highly correlated with the amount of short shares, but they're not the exact same. Like, in that gray area of the difference is very important to note in situations like this. 30 million does not necessarily mean that 30 million shorts covered on Wednesday. In fact, like It's never ever going to be 100% or 0%. There were some in there that weren't short at all. So that's two very important things I want to clarify about Ortex. It's not accounting for naked shorts, and shares on loan similar to short shares, but not exactly the same. So anyway, we're starting today off a short interest of 14%, shares on loan 111 million, and a utilization of 89%. And if we take a look at this, we have days to cover of 0.2. So that's what's going on there, 0.2. And then for GameStop, we have a short interest of 19.1%, shares on loan of 13.7 million, utilization of 56.64%, and the days to cover, also known as the short interest ratio, we are looking at 1.12. Remember with DTC, if you're new to this, DTC, days to cover, is the theoretical rate of if all shorts wanted to cover at once, how long would it take them to get out? If they all like unanimously decided, I want out right now. Remember, this is taking the estimated shorts, dividing it by some sort of average trading volume. So as you trade more and more volume, it's natural to see this number go down because you're dividing by a larger number. X divided by Y, where X is the number of shorts, Y is some sort of average volume. I use the 2-week average volume, the daily volume over the past 2 weeks on average. As that number goes up, and as you can see, AMC's volume has been skyrocketing. It's natural that that average would come down. And then in terms of utilization, that's a different ratio. That's the amount of shares that are borrowed divided by the total amount on loan. So right now, if you pictured it as like an entire pie, 90% of the pie of like are borrowed, and then 100% is all the ones that could theoretically be loaned out right now. That's a very, very high value. Very, very high on AMC. Before we go into the technicals, just a quick peek at crypto. All crypto seems to be drifting upward. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Doge, all seems to, it's in the green this week. Let's see if it continues through. In terms of technicals, I do want to go over this really quick. Very, very quick. So this is, it's the definition of a bull flag. I mean, we have a bullish pennant right here. The stock shoots up, lower highs, higher lows. It's consolidating. We're waiting for the break. What I would recommend paying attention to, and where I think it would be a considerable breakout point, is right here. Let's just watch for this. If we connect these two highs, we're breaking out of this triangle. Here, let me get the bottom side right here. We could connect this a little bit better. So right here, the stock shoots up, lower highs, higher lows. That means it's consolidating, and we're waiting to see which way it breaks. And based on this morning's pre-market action, it looks like we're coming up to test this on that breakout, especially on a breakout above 57. I think I would feel extremely, extremely confident on an intraday basis of us just like continuing to rip. That would be a strong technical breakout above this trend line, which is, let's call it roughly 55. And then we have another more resistance on here from Friday at 57.50. Above that, very, very good statistical shot of retesting the current all-time high. And then from there, knock on wood, hopefully we're breaking out. But I just wanted to point out that we went from a period of expansion, consolidation, and then ideally we're going to be looking for another period of expansion. FOMO buyers incoming. Yeah, FOMO buying, short squeeze, gamma squeeze. There's a whole host of things that could benefit us right now. And once one of them really picks up, I think the other ones are going to pick up. It's just when it's one of those things. I mean, I guess the hedge funds could think of it this way, but when it rains, it pours. And we're at that point where it's starting to rain right now. I mean, it was already raining on them, but it was a little bit of a lull now in the storm. But I think it's going to start picking up on the hedge fund. Man, it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. I'm feeling super good about it. In terms of GameStop, pretty similar thing, has been shooting up, higher lows, lower highs, just a different triangle structure. But once again, we know that for whatever reason, TradingView isn't showing that GameStop is about 255 right now. The same thing, but we know these stocks are being treated the same way. It makes sense that their charts are very, very similar because people they have the same ideology and methodology when trading these. So I strongly, strongly believe that if one does well, the other will do well. That's very good. And also, don't forget, tomorrow, I'm pretty sure June 8th is GameStop's earnings announcement. It's its earnings call. So that's just a fundamental catalyst. So we could get some sizable moves coming out of that one. Matt sounds different. Well, I'm on a new mic. Does it sound different in a good way or in a bad way? I thought it sounded considerably better, but let me know your opinion. I could easily switch it back out to the other mic. But I thought this one was considerably better. Buying, 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 buying. Lots of bullishness. Man, this chat moves way too quick. Sounds good. New man. Low volume and it's muddy. Wait, why would it be muddy when other people are saying that it's good right now? Sounds soft. So do you want me to amplify it a bit? Like, is the volume a little bit too light? I can turn it up. Hang on. I have the power to fix this. I could fix it. Audio input. Audio gain. Hang on, I'm turning it up a little bit, so I don't want to blow out your ears. Hang on. Testing, 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 testing. All right, how about that one? I think that should be a bit louder. I could keep jacking it up a bit more. Hang on, is this all the way up? Low volume. All right. Muffled, muffled. SM7B, eat the microphone. They sound much better closer. Talk directly into the end, not on the side. Oh, hello, hello. Right into the microphone. Hello, this is Dumb Money with Matt Kohrs. Apparently we're dumb, but we're also now rich. All right, I think that should be better. It sounds a bit muffled. I don't think it's just the volume overall, probably your high, low, treble. Hang on, we're going to get this perfect. We are going to get this audio to be perfect. There we go. There we go. Hang on, I could turn this up even more. Filters. Filters. We'll give it two more dBs. All right, awesome. I think that should be pretty good audio. I just turned it up a little bit more, and I think I'm talking about my normal volume level that I was at previously. There we go. There we go. Now everyone's stoked. Sorry about that. Way better. All right. Good now, good now, good now, good now. Polar now, I'm becoming a space ape. I think speaking directly into it helped a lot. If my exit strategy is based on short interest and return shares, isn't this flawed because that doesn't count for naked shorts, FTDs? I mean, naked shorts are a type of FTD, but my argument is that they will all be returned at like a proportionate rate. So if we see a high majority of legal shorts being covered, I would also assume that a high majority of naked shorts. I don't think that they're going to be coming back at a different proportion because the people who've been doing it, like they're still underwater. Like they're still losing on it. Like a naked short, you still lose money. It's an illegal position, but inherently it's still a short position. So as it goes up, they're also going to feel the pain and get in a lot more trouble. By 8:30, it's ripping above 90, but people are still about the mic. Hey, it's all good. I'm just trying to give you the best show I can, so I don't mind it. What's going on with BAM Investor? Seems like he's off. I don't know what BAM Investor did or didn't do recently. I saw the interview with Trey and everything, but I didn't know what he did recently. If we all bought fractional shares at $1 an hour, I believe we will skyrocket the volume. Tests. 1, 2, 3. Have a great day, bud. Who's your favorite Ninja Turtle and why? I like Michelangelo just because I like the name. Matty Ice, can you check the Ortex return shares, etc.? Yeah, we did that. So here's a quick snapshot, but we went over that and we'll monitor it throughout the day. But thus far today, there's been a return of 733,000 shares, which is like essentially negligible for AMC. It's essentially break even. And this is going to change quite a bit throughout the day. So we'll make sure to come back to it. But we are looking exceedingly strong in pre-market. We're already up almost 6%, almost $3. I mean, today could be insane. If we get this break above 57.50, man, today's going to be an awesome day. Last time I can super chat, there's a beeping, some low frequency stuff coming through when your audio goes. All right, hang on. What did I do? I have a Michelangelo tattoo. All right, so I have 10 minutes to continue to figure this out. All right. All right, so I just changed one of the filters, so that should help. Noise suppression, noise gate. Hang on. I'm going to make this. I'm going to knock your socks off. 20, 80, 20. All right, that seems normal. Ratio. What kind of ratio do I have? I have a 3-to-1 ratio right now. Noise gate 55. Oh, that's very different. 10, 200, 200. 10, 200, 200. All right, there's that. All right. I did something. Hopefully I didn't completely butcher that. Just made some more changes. My audio is fine. I get that it's fine, but I want it to sound like a mixture between Jesus and Fergie. Your audio sounds perfect, Matt. I think it's on the other guys and not yours. Julian, thank you for your super chat. You look the same today. You clearly did not try watermelon and salt. Kind of funny is that I did buy watermelon this weekend and I ate it. That's what I ate when I was watching the fight last night. I was just eating some watermelon. Hey, bro, can you put AMC in the top right of your screen instead of GME if Apes agree? Do you expect the top right? Wait, what do you mean? We only have two, though. It's just GME and AMC. The top right. Matt turned this into an ASMR channel. Tom Nash made a great point about banks stopping shorting because they don't want to be associated with naked shorts when it gets exposed. I think that's exactly what was going on with both Jeffries and Raymond James. Like, they just stopped it. Hey, Matt, can you go over what happened with Bam on Friday? Was he just wrong, or was it to test something? I haven't been able to hear it. I guess I'm not sure. It's really not my my program or anything, so I don't know what went right or what went wrong. And I'm also not the most up to date with any of the craziness that happened when it appeared as if both Trey and he were attacked by some sort of like cybersecurity threat. So not the most up to date, but in terms of his like predictive modeling, it's not my modeling, so I can't like comment on it. But all we can do is sit back and see if his predictions are for the most point accurate or not. It's that simple. All right, here's the level 2. Why is the level 2 not updating? All right, there's the level 2. Very, very strong. We're already pushing 52. We're pushing the pre-market high on AMC. GME's already hit its pre-market high. Looks like we're going to come out of the gate really, really swinging today. Your new mic kind of sounds like Matt Kohrs is speaking. The Pirate from Montreal, Canada. I love AMC, holding 3,061 stocks at 49. AMC, all in. Audio sounds good. I cashed out a lot last week, but I just threw down another few hundred shares, not options, just pure buying pressure shares for the Apes. Do you want a 3D bust printing of Michelangelo? Oh, 100%. That would be awesome. 3D printing geek. I love it. I see a lot of people asking you how to buy options. Maybe you could explain to the noobs how to exit of an option without exercising it, like a PSA. Yeah, I mean, I'll go over that. I guess in midday when the options market's trading, it might be easier to explain it at that moment. I also hear a lot of beeping. Just FYI, that other guy isn't crazy. I don't know what this beeping thing would be. Is it like a weird feedback issue? I need to figure that out. The beeping issue. Hey man, I've had Diamond Hands since January and I'm up 3K thanks to your knowledge and experience. You provide a game-changing service for this country. That's awesome. I'm tired of commuting 4 hours every day to work 8 hours at a job I hate. It's sad when weekends hit and your 2-year-old is surprised to see you. Hodl for me, please. Hey, it's coming well. It's coming along. It's coming along. I think today's going to be an awesome day. I think this week's going to be an awesome week. But what do I know? I'm not a fortune teller. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a fellow ape in the fight with you. But I can tell you, if this strength continues, I'm going to get very excited. So I wired in some even more money from basically my bank account, and I think it should be hitting today. So my account is currently fully tapped on AMC and GME, but I wanted to buy more because I think I'm going to make a stupid amount of money. But I think it should happen. I tried to start a wire on Friday, so I think I should be good today. Naked shorts assemble. Everyone get your naked shorts on. Is it possible to fake shares on loan percentage using options contract? Lots of YouTubers are saying this. Any thoughts on her? They did it on Jimmy. Is it possible to fake the shares on loan percentage using options contract? No, you cannot do that. Shares on loan are shares on loan. It doesn't really have anything to do with the options market. You can hedge yourself in the options market, but shares on loan come from the stock market. The options market is a different thing. Go AMC. Why the interest in BlackBerry by some new apes? Why not all focus on AMC? Your opinion, please. It's probably the same reason why people got focused on AMC when GME was first running, is they thought it maybe ran too much. And they're like, they didn't want to chase that one. So then they found one that was in like a similar position. So we saw that when GameStop moved, AMC moved, Cost, no, BB, like you had all these other stocks with a very high short interest also moving. And right now, AMC is the one leading the pack, and then these other ones are becoming sympathy plays to AMC's movement. BP feedback is hella low key, so I can hear it, but it's subtle. You can wait to check it out, but you're not gonna lose losers. I'm just so curious what it is. So it sounds like people with like probably like headphones on can hear whatever what could it be? How will inflation data affect AMC? It probably won't. Right now, AMC is outside of the world of technicals and fundamentals. It's in the world of what's going on in this short squeeze narrative. Cnbc mentioned naked shorts are impossible. I tagged you in a clip with Twitter, Eric DMK. We all know naked shorts are not impossible. That's a ludicrous notion to say. I would legitimately, if someone out there is arguing that there's no naked shorts, I would bet any amount of money in the world that there is some naked shorts. The question is to what degree. But for someone on CNBC to say, I mean, I haven't heard that clip, but if they're saying that they're impossible, they're just saying that. They, I guess, then don't get the markets. Of course, naked shorts are possible. Did you set up the rocket emoji? We're prepped. We're prepped and ready to go right here. We have the AMC GME. We're ready for all of our superior charting. We're ready to go. I'm poised, calm, cool, collected. I'm ready for the big game today. Mike is fine. Please put out some damn rockets already. All right, what time is it? 9:27. Matt, understand you're not a financial advisor, but question, when we land on the moon, should I land my Lambo cup and handle a boom boom candle? Did you see that AMC listed AMC wrong? They showed AMCX instead. AMCX was jumping wall. Yeah, it seems like there's a concerted effort to get like people a little bit confused. Remember, AMC and AMCX, two different stocks, two different companies. They have nothing to do with each other. AMCX, I mean, in this world of like, I guess, distractions, when people argue that in my mind is the epitome of a distraction, because AMCX, like, they're purposely trying to get it confused with AMC. And just remember, two very, very different stocks, very different companies. AMCX has absolutely nothing to do with AMC. Do not make that like mistake that's all they're doing. They're trying to get people confused. Sheet Metal Gang, shout out to my boy Logan. We will be listening all day. That's from Brandon. Matthew, I watched Stonko Tracker borrowable shares drop by 1.2 million this morning, but Ortex only says 64K. Why the huge difference? Remember, Stonko Tracker only uses one data source, just one. It's not the full picture. It's accurate, but it's not the full picture. You have any idea how many of my super chats you have not acknowledged, especially my last one for 100? What the heck? I feel super bad for missing that. I don't want to miss anyone. If I miss a super chat, please feel free to send it to a mod. They have the ability to get it to me. I don't know what I meant here. Let me see if I could track that one down. Usually $100 stay. Oh, here we go. I found it. I have messaged you on Twitter as well. I want to help with options. I'm literally paying you to get your attention, but it's for the good of all apes. I mean, I don't know what your options trading level is at, but if you're trying to learn about them for the first time, on my channel, I have a playlist called Trading Options, and that's a great place to get started. Obviously, it's 100% free, and it just teaches you the terminology, the kind of the mechanics, and a few different strategies. So check that playlist out on my channel. May the ones who sold rest in pieces. Did you see that AMC and Russell are supposed to join the Russell 1000? AMC GME. Yes. So them joining is a very good thing. Oh, ding, ding, ding. The market's open, folks. Let's get to the 1 minute. All right. So for me, it's a personal decision. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I really, really like to wait those first 15 minutes just to see how things are settling. So out of the gate, AMC's up already almost 10%. Hit 52.50. We're up 9% right now. GME is up 4%, trading at 259. Remember, GME above 264 and then above 275 becomes even more interesting than it's already been. All right. We're rocking with the casino for the second week of June. We're making dumb money on the show. Dumb money. Someone said halted. No, they're not halted yet, unless you're talking about like MVIS or something. Here we go. GME looking good. 259. AMC looking good. I like it. I like it. There we go. GME on the move. Just hit 261. AMC's looking strong. All right, let's see how these first 15 minutes play out. Listen to you every day while working. Apes Army. Does utilization matter now that prime brokers are fleeing? Yeah, it still matters. You still want to know what amount of shares are on loan that could be theoretically borrowed. It's good to know that ratio. Hey, Matt, any updates on the results of the AMC share count? What can we expect the results? Yeah, they were already announced. Adam Aaron discussed them in his second interview with Trades. Trades. I always say trades. It's Trades. So it's in there, and I believe at that point when it was announced, it was the 501 million shares outstanding. Melissa Lee be like, I'm the catalyst now. Speaking of catalysts, look at AMC. Look at AMC. Man. So that 55 is a major level. 55, right about there. And then 57.50. Above 57.50, I think we could just absolutely rock it on an intraday basis. This is 57.50 is the high from Friday, and 55 is more of that trend line breakout, that consolidation that I was showing you. So let's take it $1 at a time. Right now we're at 54. Let's go up another $1. Let's get that first breakout of the day. I'm feeling green. I'm feeling like we're making some money. All right, 55, first test. Let's see how it reacts. All right, nice, beautiful breakout. Ding, ding, ding. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. All right, 57.50 is next. We just hit 56.14. Very, very close to testing Friday's high. AMC is already up 16% on the day, 15% right now. GME's up 4.5%, trading at 260. All right, let's see if it can hold this 55. Remember, AMC is kind of in this pattern of it breaks out of an important level, it consolidates, it breaks out, it consolidates. So we have this breakout, lots of volatility. We've already traded 30 million shares. Honestly, compared to last week, that's a little bit of a lower volume, but we're still looking pretty good right now. All right. Look for the breakout, consolidation, and then the next breakout, consolidation, wash, rinse, repeat. The plan is simple. All right, everyone's wanting the rockets. All right, let's get the rockets. There we go. There we go. Oh, brother. They're pushing 56. Oh, brother. Pushing 56. What are these apes doing to us? What in tarnation are they doing? Looking very, very strong. Pretty strong. All right, come on. We're hanging out right at this 55 level. But GameStop's pushing. I bet GameStop gets that push. Ah, come on. Hang on. Hang on. We're just some system checks with the rocket ship. We're just going over some very calm, cool, collected system checks. Oh, brother. Rosemarie becoming an astronaut. At a certain point, we're going to expect volume to drop as price increases. Dollar volume becomes more important than share volume, correct? Yes, but I don't know if we're at that point. Right now, there is a phenomena when you get stocks that run so much that you get into what's referred to as volume exhaustion, just the amount of shares traded. So it's tough to sustain the type of volume that we've been trading all last week. So this week, maybe we come down a little bit, things cool off, but that doesn't necessarily have to mean that the price comes down. Volume is just shares traded. It has really no indication of where those shares were traded at, i.e. the price. So I don't know if we have to get bogged down in things like that necessarily. Let's just take it day to day, level to level. Calm, cool heads will prevail. Have conviction in the fight. You all know why we're fighting. You know what your fight's for. I know why I'm fighting, and I'm happy to be in this battle with you, my fellow apes. That's what this is all about. Look at GameStop now moving. All right, is it 9:37? I'm like, I want more right now, but I'm just trying to stick to my own rule and wait till 9:45 just to see how things settle. And just so you know, my 15-minute rule, that's a personal rule. There's many people who like trading out of the gate. I've just found that I've made better decisions given enough trades to wait to that more of that 9:45 mark for my first one. What's up, Hefe Pato? 53 folks watching and only 4K likes. Come on, Apes, let's pump those up. I didn't even, 56,000 watching. Hey, yeah, if you haven't done it already, I would really appreciate if you could hit that like button. It just gets more people in here. It's just a YouTube engagement algorithm thing. And if you want to be part of the Moon Gang, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Stocks, options, crypto. I was here before AMC, Jimmy, just giving my ideas on trades and just what's going on in all those different asset classes. And I'm going nowhere after. I talk about what's moving. Right now, AMC and GME are clearly the ones that are moving. And when this storyline's over, when the storyline of this squeeze is complete, we're going to be here to go on to the next thing because there's always money-making opportunities. If that's something that interests you, it's completely free. I don't hide any of my content behind a paywall. The only support I really ask for is just that like and subscribe. And if you don't want to, that's cool. I'm just happy you're hanging out. I'm happy you're an ape. We're all in this together. So based on Ortex data, is that showing them returning more shares Thursday? So we'll know by the end of the day, but I would be willing to bet right now that not many shorts at all covered on Thursday and Friday. Looking at Thursday and Friday's price action, it's very hard to justify that like any notable amount of shorts actually covered. Wednesday was a different story because I mean AMC gained 95%. That's a huge, like the company almost doubled in value. It did double in value and from 10 billion to 21 billion. So that was more of a reasonable case, but the price action on Thursday and Friday is really not indicative at all of like really any considerable amount of shorts covering. And we'll know that today. So today we'll get the results for really what happened on Thursday, but I'm willing to bet it's not that big of a number. I have a 45 call expiring Friday. I only have 3 shares. If it were you, what would you do? I understand you're not a financial advisor. I mean, to me, AMC is looking pretty bullish. So I mean, I've been holding my positions, my calls, my shares. Right now it's trending in our favor. So I don't want to get out when the trend is still in my favor. Hey, brother, I saw your live interview on Sunday. Today looks very similar to when we skyrocketed earlier last week. What do you think? Yeah, I agree. Right now, We're already up 13%. We made a nice new base at 53 and we're looking strong. Look for it to retake 55 and then things get very exciting on an intraday basis above 57.50. We are looking good right now. It is a good day to be a member of the Ape Nation. Oh wow. You guys just dropped like 10,000 likes. This is why it works. I've talked about this, but it's like the sense of passion, the sense of community in this particular group of apes of why AMC is working so well, because we're just all on the same page. We're all putting in what we need to, our little pieces of effort multiplied by hundreds of thousands, potentially millions of actual legitimate apes out there. And this is why it's working, is because there's such a spectacular amount of passion and support for the community and for everyone else. Ah, man, it's 9:41 and I try to wait till 9:45, but this action's looking so good. I just want to buy more. I just want to buy. Am I breaking my own rule? This is so painful for me. I would have loved to get in right here on this recapture of 54, but I'm also trying to stick to my own rules. All right, I'll try to wait it out. This is painful. I wish I could get in right now. Just increase my position on for this week. The June, what is it? The June 11th. Yeah, the June 11th. I have some 60s, 70s, and 73s. I was just going to buy, like, I don't know, maybe like some 65s or something. I'm trying to wait 9:42. I mean, it's close enough. You broke the rule every day last week. I know, I'm trying to be better about it. Like, it's not good when you're continually breaking your own rules. I mean, I broke it like literally every day last week. Like... where one share holds, we all hold. Where one share holds, we all hold. We beat 62 this week. I think it's very, very possible. Matt, I sent you an email on Friday. Any chance of getting a response? Is regarding FTDs and some DD. I'd like your thoughts on To the Moon. Indiana James, yeah, like I'll be getting to these, but just understand I'm like between DMs and emails and everything and just like doing collabs and all that stuff. I'll get to it. It might just take a bit of time. Lynette, becoming an astronaut. Just don't want newer investors to be concerned when they see the volume appear lower when we move to over 100. I'd be fine with lower volume sideways week to make a stronger push to new all-time high. Yeah, I agree with that. I could get on board with that thought process. Can't hedgies just make naked shorts disappear if they were never recorded in the first place? They could, but it would involve buying them off the market. That's how they would make it disappear. So to make them disappear, you'd see more buying pressure because they would buy them off the market. Last week, I had one call expire worth 4K. This week, I can use that 4K to exercise 3 contracts that expire on Friday. Worth it. Takes hedges shares away from high frequencies, right? Take hedge shares away from hedge funds, right? Yeah, technically, everyone buying would start to, we would overwhelm. The more supply apes own, the better for us. It's impossible for us to ever get to 100% ownership because some hedge funds already own, some insiders own, some bigger institutions own. That's fine. We'll never get to 100%. But the more we hold, the more of the supply we can control, as in not giving it to the shorts when they're trying to get out. We're attempting to keep the supply of like freely traded shares pretty low. And in doing so, when the demand spikes, as in when all the shorts are attempting to get out, that would be a big benefit to us. Trey said he thinks the short squeeze happens in June. Do you agree? I mean, it seems like things are pretty volatile like right now. I could get on board with that. But once again, I don't like putting dates or price levels on it. But we're in a high volatility environment, and high volatility and high volume is really tough to sustain for like a considerable amount of time. So I think we're looking for the crazy action probably to play out. I could get on board with that, but I don't know. I'd have to study it a little bit more to get the exact metrics. I just like to play it day to day. I don't want to get my own hopes built up for a certain time period and then to be let down. I think that's when you end up like emotionally trading. I think it's way easier on any given day to not expect anything and just see what the stock market gives you and interpret the fundamentals and the data as they all dynamically change. Hey Matt, do you think we see a dip today? No clue. I'm here with you. I'm playing it level to level. Right here, I see there's a support at 53. I'm going to see if it bounces off of that. And if it doesn't, there's another support right at 52.50. I just play it level to level, keeping it simple. I think people like to romanticize trading and make it overly complex. It doesn't have to be like that. You can keep it very simple. You target support, you buy at support, you target resistance, you sell at resistance. And then maybe if you want, you could let some of your like runners run if there's a breakout. But I think a lot of people try to, like I said, I guess make it more romantic, over romanticize the difficulty of it when sometimes some of the most basic strategies are time and tested and they make money over the long run. All right, let's see what's going on with Ortex. A quick Ortex. Pretty much the same as pre-market. In the pre-market, there was 800,000. Now we're at to 821. So not much of a change in the magnitude of shares being borrowed or returned. Not much action. In GameStop, it's essentially flat on zero. So not much change there either as of now. But let's see how this develops throughout the day. Looking strong. We got that bounce off of 53. Now we're looking for the breakout. GME looking strong. MVIS at 22. S&P 500 422. All right, it seemed like, I mean, look at this resistance. GameStop 261, 261, 261, 261. Like, it's obviously just looking for this breakout at 261. All right. Let me see what I can do here. All right, we're still pushing. You can almost feel the breakout coming. It's in the ether. You can feel it. All right, what are we doing? Are we going to get the breakout? How's this going to play out? Liking the new studio setup, Matt. Sounds much clearer. Have a good week. Thanks, Paul. What's going on, Paul? Oh, I know you're still crushing your AMC position. I love it. Kyle, becoming a space ape. What is the percentage breakdown of prices of your options you hold for this week? This week, 60s, 70s, and 73s are the three I own. And I'm really thinking about buying the 65s for this week. But once again, that's for June 11th. And then I have also some for June 18th. Oh, and sorry, you asked for the percentage breakdown. Most are at, I would say 3/4. I mean, I could look it up. 3/4 of them are at 70. And then some at 73 and some at 60. But mainly 70 is the one I'm playing. Chris Long becoming an astronaut. When will the next margin call come? Are they scheduled to do institutions? Just spring them out of nowhere. Thanks. They're not really scheduled like that. Like a margin call happens when a hedge fund or an individual person, like you could get margin called as a retail trader on a margin account. Hedge funds can get margin called by their prime brokers. Man, we're looking good. It's not, they don't schedule it like that. It's when the position gets so out of hand. We're ripping right now. There we go. There we go, AMC. All right, 56.50. Look at GME also moving. This is nice. All right, let's get 20 of the 60s for this week. Sweet, sweet, sweet. I like it. Let's go. We're going to the moon. The rocket is playing out for us today. This rocket charting, it's almost unbeatable. Borderline perfect record. All these fancy people, they're going to talk about fundamentals and PE and all that good stuff. If only they knew it just came back down to. It always just comes back to your charting. All right, I got filled up mine. AMC 60s for this Friday. I picked up 20 more. So now that's kind of like a similar position to the 70s for this Friday. Let's keep the party going. We're looking pretty strong. Current day intraday high on AMC is 56.52. GME's is 266. GME is currently up 6.6%. AMC is currently up 16.6%. And I'm telling you, this breakout of 57.50 is going to be a big one. It's going to be a big one. Here we go. Here we go. My biggest concern now is why didn't I get more? I should have bought like 50 of them. Yeah. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Still feeling good about it. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Just bought another 100 shares for my girlfriend. Shout out to all the small banked apes like me. Let's get these tendies. I went YOLO 250K. I'd opened all my profits from real estate into AMC. Hold the line. Good morning, Matt. Your shorts are naked on live. Haha, kidding. You look like you needed something to laugh about. Let's get some mirror screaming. I mean, I'm laughing right now about just my gains. Like that's the comedy I need right now. Is this thing absolutely exploding? We're coming to a major breakout. 57.50, folks. Major breakout. Come on. Come on. Let's get this 57.50. There we go. Let's see it. Let's see it. This is an important level. This is Friday's high. That's kind of the end of consolidation. We're ending a period of consolidation and potentially a massive expansion upward. Tongue twister, iris wristwatch. Also, can you explain the 4 lines on the Perez chart? The Perez chart. I don't know what the Perez chart is. Wes Christian's going to be on Fox tomorrow with Charles talking about naked shorting. Awesome. Snoop's Den. There we go. There we go. Let's hold it. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Come on. There we go. There, that's what I like to see. Awesome. Awesome. There's the breakout. That's a beaut. That's exactly what you want to see, folks. A nice breakout. Don't be surprised if it comes back and reaffirms it. Please do not be surprised. AMC is in that pattern of breaking out, consolidating. We got this huge push, though, so we might literally just not. Oh, wow. All the way up to 59. Wow, 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 wow. What a day to be an ape. What a day to be an ape. This is insanity. I love it. I love it. They're still pushing. GameStop's pushing. Man, am I chasing? It feels like I'm chasing, but I just want more. I want more, folks. I mean, sometimes you have to risk it. Risk it for the biscuit. Risk it for the biscuit. AMC. All right, what do I want to look at now? What do I want to look at now? I mean, I have those 70s. Do I just want to buy more and lower my average is the question. Oh, man, if these 70s hit, it would be so much money. Such just like a stupid amount of money. All right. This is what I was talking about. Don't be surprised. Well, I guess it's not even going to take a breather. It just wants to rip. All right. Just got more. Just picked up 30 more. So far today, we're just back into it. I always get into this mindset where I know I should be rolling options, but then instead of rolling, I just buy an immense amount more. It feels good. I'm excited. We're going to the 70s. So I bought 60s today and I bought 70s as well for this week, June 11th. This is awesome. This is going to be so much fun. We're going to get this break. There is resistance from 68 to 70. And if we're in that region and we're looking strong, like it's literally, we're potentially then looking today at a new all-time high. I love it. This is a fun game. Schwab increases margin on shorts to 300%. Please address MarketWatch article and anonymous threats to Elon. Call, email, tweet brokes, ask how they are protecting you, screenshot everything you do, and let them all know we are. Why would a hacker pick now? Coordinated on scare tactic. Very good point. How are you so calm? I want to punch walls out of excitement. Yeah, I mean, because I think that's me. Like, that's my job is to keep people calm, cool, collected. Trust me. We've been here. We've traded what? Up to 72 in normal market hours and 77. Trust me, as we get every dollar we go higher, I'm not going to be able to contain myself. I try to keep it calm for as long as I can just because like I don't want to make too crazy of a decision, but I don't know. Like I look down, my account is swinging by tens of thousands of dollars. Like I don't know. It's a weird mindset. Like this is money that I've never personally like dealt with or been involved with. So it's crazy to see, but I just try to stay calm, cool, collected. Cause I think that's how we win this. I don't want, our emotional decisions to take the best of us because emotion, yeah, it can lead into FOMO buying, but it could also lead into like fear selling. And I don't want that. As much as it's easy to be the live streamer and excited when it's going up, I need to be as calm if things go the other way, like they did on Friday. It's the yin and yang of the situation. Calm, cool, collected. That's how we win this. Understand the fundamentals, the data, and really just the whatever cultural movement we have going on right now. We're looking amazing. We are up 22%. And I looked down and like a lot of those losses I had on Thursday and Friday of last week, like Friday alone, I was down like 50K from YOLO bets that just didn't pay off. And now I look back and I'm like quickly making it back. It's just like, it's so volatile when like you're seeing money that was like a considerable portion of my year's income, and I'm seeing that like swing in my account. It's not the most like settling thing to pay attention to. We got this. Apes, we know what's going on. We know, have conviction in the fight, calm, cool, collected. We got this. You should go live with Off-Grid Trading, new channel done by a former brokerage owner. He's been doing it since the Wolf of Wall Street guys. He's live now. You should add him in. I'd have to check him out. This is the first time I'm hearing about him, but he could be cool. Are you worried about the bearish divergence in the RSI? I am not. I understand that we have to cool off, and there is bearish divergence. No, I'm not, because remember, the higher and higher we go, the less useful technicals and fundamentals are. It plays more into just like the squeeze, the high volatility environment. Hey Matt, it's my 23rd birthday. Hopefully I can start year 23 with heaps of life-changing AMC attendees. Thanks for giving us Apes confidence to hodl. Can you shout out to my wife Ashley, who just got in ophthalmology and will be making 7 figures in 5 years, and rolls her eyes when I make my tiny gains on stocks? Ophthalmology. What kind of fancy doctoring is that? Thanks for all you do. Up 3,600% on my $12 calls for 618. Jose, that's amazing. I'm so happy for you. Ride the trend, brother. Hey, Matt, I've noticed that the Ortex data shows AMC shares on loan decreased by 20 million. What does that mean? The squeeze has started. Thanks for you. No, all it definitively means is that shares have been returned. We don't know if those were short shares. We don't know if they were just loan shares that were never short. We don't know what percentage breakdown of the two. It tells me that, yes, some shorts on Wednesday of last week did cover. Yes, some did cover. We know that. The question is about how much. And even if that was the max value, there are still many, many to go. That tells you that a small proportionate amount covered, and it led to a 95% gain. What do you think is going to happen when they all cover? It's going to get just ridiculous. And that's just one thing. We're just talking about the shorts we know about. We don't know about the naked shorts. We don't know about gamma squeezing, and we don't know about the potential positive impacts of FOMO buying. There are many, many things going for us. If you're just focusing on that one thing, that alone is very, very good, and it's not even accounting for all the things that will continue to push this stock higher and higher if it all plays out the way I personally believe that it will. What happens if shorts return shares over an extended period of time? Would it still squeeze if they only return 5 mil a day? It would make it harder, James, but remember, hedge funds aren't playing nice with other hedge funds. They want to be the first one out, and then it kind of spooks the other ones. So you never get them to all agree, oh, okay, we'll do it slowly and surely, and all agree to take X% loss. For them, it's just a brutal fight. And if they think it's going to keep going, they want to be the first one to hit the eject button, because they don't want to take a bigger loss when the other ones hit the eject button before them. Mike, becoming an astronaut. Hey, Broham, Wounded Warriors are hodling for you guys. Keep holding for us. Go Navy. Are these bear put spreads something we should worry about at all, or is that any negative consequence on the overall price? Not really. So a bear put spread is when you buy a put at a whatever strike price, and then you sell a put at a farther out of the money strike price. So it's a hedged bearish bet, but also it's in the options market. Remember, at the exact moment you buy a call or a put, it has literally no impact on the stock price. I say at the moment because in the future it can, because of basically delta hedging. You can see it the market makers forcing the stock up or down more. But at the exact moment, right there, I bought those calls just now, and at the exact moment I did it, it wasn't buying pressure. But in the future, it can be in the event of a gamma squeeze. Like we're trying to get the market makers to cover for a lot of shares. All right, we're looking strong. Remember, breakout, consolidation, breakout. This is exactly what I was telling you about. This is how AMC works. A breakout, the technicals cool off, we consolidate, we retest the level. I wish it bounced right here at 57.50, but it doesn't matter because we're already above that once again. As I'm saying this, AMC's up over 20% on the day. GME's up at 6.6%. Both are looking very, very strong. Let me reiterate that. On an intraday basis, both AMC and GME are looking very, very strong. My wife used to call them stupid stocks. Now she wants a car. Also check Tiblio, please. Novo calls look good. Yeah, I'll check Tiblio in about 25 minutes roughly. That's when they get their first, like, they have some data in, but I found that they have more data by 10:30. Taking back all my money my family lost in 2008. A lot of people got devastated in 2008, 2009, and I get it. I was directly impacted it because of my parents. Like, I remember that particular Thanksgiving. That was like the discussion at the table was just like how my family's friends, they were all just talking about like the serious losses they just incurred in the stock market. And then not only was it, I mean, I guess emotionally disparaging at the time because everyone was like losing so much money, but then you find out a couple months later that just no one gets in trouble for that. Just like completely A-okay, no one cares. And that's what's crazy about it. It's just they're allowed to do illegal, illicit things, and then when they push it too far for the point of making money, they then, I guess, just in a weird quasi form, just get bailed out. They're like, whatever, not that bad. I get it. I get the methodology. Like, I think, shroud a lot of our like deep-seated anger for what's going on in our comedy and stuff, but like, I'm not oblivious to the fact that there's like the reason this is playing off is more so because it's a negative statement on how much anger and animosity many of us have towards the Wall Street establishment. Many of us, and rightfully so, believe that they've gotten away scot-free with doing horrific things to our economy, and we're tired of it. And like, this is one of the first times that enough of us have coordinated together to make a statement. I mean, I know there was Occupy Wall Street, and this seems to be another like version of that, I guess, playing out in social media, but that's why I'm fighting. It's just like, how long are they allowed to continue to do these like insanely nefarious, illegal, illicit things, and like just no one gets in trouble? They get caught, okay, a fine, no one gets in trouble. Do you understand if you did that on a personal level, how quickly you would be thrown in jail? Do you know how quickly, if you sold things to your neighbors that didn't exist, yeah, maybe the first time you get a fine, time 2, time 3, you get in trouble. That's some weird, I don't know the legal terms, but that's some form of like theft, fraud, whatever. But in our world, you get in legitimate legal trouble. In their world, whatever. Here's a fine. Do you want to pay the fine? Nothing. It's just nothing. It's crazy. The illegal and illicit coordination you see on their end is insane. And for us, we're in a stock we like. That's all it is. We're calling out illegal actions when we think that there's illegal actions, and we want what we're told is our governing body to look more into it. It's that simple. We're like, hey, we think something weird's going on here. Do your job. Check it out. Tell us if we're right or we're wrong. It's that simple. All right, a new higher low. We like that. I like that it didn't double bottom. Let's get this breakout of 57.85, and then we are back off to the races. I like the stock. 57.85. Check that out. Occupy Wall Street 2 Electric Boogaloo. But this time we have money, not financial advice, but we have 611, 772 and $100 calls. Should I sell my 100 and pick up more 72s? New AMC Ape hit 10x on my 35 calls last week. Justin, I mean, it's up to you. Those hundreds, which we could very, very well be trading above, like even today, our higher risk, higher reward. If it hits, you're going to make way more money off those, but it depends on your own risk tolerance. Matt, hope you had a great weekend. Can you please see the website where you can see the contracts and margin calls expiring? What is that site called? I don't know about margin calls expiring. I haven't heard of that. I think that's a misunderstanding of some terminology. But for options, it's right here on Webull. You can see all the open interest in the current day volume. So for example, there's 2.5 million shares that might have to be hedged for if we get above 60, which would be awesome. And then there's another 2 million shares at 70, 1.7 million at 73, and then it goes on. I'm just showing the first 40 strikes, but it goes on into the hundreds. For June 18, we have 1.7 million, 1.7 million at 59 and then 60. We have, what else do we have? Another 1.7 million at 70, another 3.2 million at 72. These are some serious shares that will have to be accounted for. What's going on? AMC currently trading at 56, finding support at some previous resistance, rejection, support, battling it out right here. GME finding support at 262. Come on, hold 56. What are you doing, AMC? All right, we're kind of in this wedge structure. Bouncing off of 55. Let's see how this plays out. Calm, cool, collected. If your option goes past your strike price, is it make it more money the further it goes up? Yeah. It's not, options are not a binary thing. It's not like you make money when you're in the money and then you don't when you're out of the money. It's all about how does the stock trend from the moment that you bought it. So even if you trend to going in the money and then it continues to trend upward, you make more money. Searching the World Wide Web to find coupon code for capital gains. Anyone got any leads? It seems like Tesla and Apple are doing bad. AMC and GME are doing good. I mean, you can't really compare all those. Those are like Apple and Tesla are very, very different companies and have way different influences on them besides AMC and GME. I mean, yes, they're stocks, but those would be two completely different trades right now. This is about the time of the day when AMC starts to take a hit. Yeah, so we've seen this pattern a lot on AMC. It shoots up, it comes down, it bases, and then into the early afternoon and into close, it's shown some strength. That does seem to be a going pattern with AMC, but I don't know. Let's see if we can buck the trend and just right away bounce off of this and continue to rip. I mean, we have a nice period of consolidation. Let's just see if there's follow through on this. Let's get a breakout of this trend line, another breakout of 57.50. We just have to see what the market gives us. Hey, Matt, thanks for all you do. Up 30K because I held due to the info and DD you provide. Fabricating naked shorts is like our government printing more money. Get Melissa Lee on your live. Talk about it. I highly doubt that her Cnbc would not allow her to talk with us. I mean, that would be, no way would they allow that. She would get like fired from her job if she talked with us. What would the worst case scenario we will see from this in your opinion? I'm not going anywhere. Just curious. What is the worst case scenario? I would view the worst case scenario to be the hedge funds continuing with their illegal, illicit practices and stymieing the squeeze. That's what I would view the worst case scenario to be. Bam tweeted vibration at 57, Nexus 61. I don't really know what a vibration actually stands for. Like, I don't understand that terminology, so I don't know if I'm the best one to ask about it. But I mean, what did he say? 57 and 61. Well, we're kind of like awkwardly in the middle right now. We hit 59.70, so that was like kind of in the middle of those two. Let's build momentum. What's the hashtag blasting on socials today? Matt, are we getting a bull flag? Good call, Zach. This is definitely close to a bull flag. So remember, a perfect downward channel is called a bull flag because they commonly break upward. It's just a question of how long is it going to build out in the channel. But it's a perfect downward, two parallel lines after going upward. It's called a bull flag, i.e. they break upward. Not all the time. There's always a counterexample to any form of technical analysis. But in this one, I think it's reasonable to look for a bounce right here and then watch for the next test of the top trend line to see if we could get that break. What do you think about AMC and GME possibly being added to the Russell 1000? I think that's very good. So when you get added to an indice like that, usually there's a bullish reaction for two different reasons. The first one's more psychological. People perceive it to be a more well-established, reliable company when you get added to an indice. Number two is that there's legitimately more buying, excuse me. There's many funds out there, that portfolios out there, that the people who run the fund, it's tracking an indice, the S&P 500, the NASDAQ 100, the Russell 2000, the Russell 1000, any of those. There are many, many portfolio managers out there who run funds that essentially track those. So when something's added, that means that if they want to properly track it, they have to go buy the shares themselves. So whenever you hear about like an upgrade to a new indice, that's a good thing because it means that there's going to be more buying. There's going to be additional buying. In regards to naked short synthetic shares, what would force the hedgies to buy those back when they're being exposed by unlimited share count at the shareholder meeting? The shareholder count already came out. Adam Aaron discussed it. You don't have to take he discussed that with Trey. But buying back for a naked short or any short, it comes when the stock goes high. Naked shorts still lose money the higher the stock goes. It's just not a reported short, but they still lose money, and then they're still forced to buy those back when the stock goes higher, similar to a normal short of like they're still down money. Easy peasy AMC squeezy. How do I make it so Robinhood does not loan my shares without going to a cash account? It should be in your settings. That's how it was for Webull. I could turn off my the share lending program in my account settings. Matt, my understanding of the vibration of BAM's number to the pattern. C-dub, thank you. A-B. So just like a consolidation, basically a pennant and then a breakout. Hey, Matt, can we get a shout out to some of the apes holding to the moon? Ape squad from Texas, Jason, Peyton, Amber, Amanda, Kathy, Philip, and Oliver. Let's go, apes. That's awesome. We got apes. Hey, wow. 66,000 people in here. I love that. There's so many apes. I appreciate every single one of you. Hey, real quick, Throw a chat in. Just put what country you're in. It's so cool to see how apes are literally everywhere on this planet and soon to be on the moon. Yeah, throw in your country really quick, and I guarantee you we pretty much hit like every country. This one is for the new audio setup. You sound way better. Jastic. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I'm just trying to bring everything to the next level. Look at all these countries coming across. What do you feel about Clove? How much did you invest? I'm not in Clove. Don't really have anything positive or negative to say about it. Matt, do you think the FUD from last week caused the stock to lose momentum? I think it did in part to at the end of the week. There was like a lot more FUD, but then people kind of, I think, realized what was going on in the weekend, and that's why we are up 14% right now, and it looks like we're about to have a technical breakout here at 55. So on the bigger picture here, I think this is helpful. This is exactly, so this is the 30-minute chart over the past like 4 or 5 days. Look at this perfect consolidation. Lower highs, higher lows, and we try to break out. It got smacked, and now we're just trying to hold above this line. So that's why 55 is important, and why 57.5 is important was that was the high on Friday. So us above 57.5, I would argue sets up a test of 62. So I'll repeat that. Above 55, I'm watching 57.5. Above 57.5, I'm watching 62. These are all intraday targets. Matt, you're a bright light. Stay the course. Stay gold. Hey, I'm in this with all of you. We're in the exact same fight together. Apes together are strong. What if I can't sell my September options when AMC explodes? I'm deep in the money, and at this point, I'm kind of worried about that. No, Luke, right now the stock market has an immense amount of liquidity. Don't worry about not being able to sell, especially if you're in the money. It's one thing if you're out of the money and you're trying to get filled at a cent or two right before expiration, you might not get filled then. But if you're in the money on options, you're going to be good. And if you have shares, even if you're worried that you own synthetic shares, you're also going to be good. There's a crazy amount of liquidity. Do not worry about not being able to sell. The way I would be worried about selling is if the brokerages literally stop us, as in like they're just like, no, you're not allowed to sell. And that hasn't been seen before. In late January, early February, we saw them stop buying. That was stop, but they never ever stopped selling. Shout out to Mama Ape, Adiba, I hope I'm saying that. New AMC hodler. Bought another shares on the dip. The price isn't dropping. It's just on sale. Let's go. We're crushing it. We're coming back. $1 at a time. Easy peasy AMC squeezy. Let's hold 55. Let's recapture 57.50. We know the game plan, folks. We know the game plan. Let's do an Ortex check really quick. All right, Ortex check. All right, where are we? Ortex. AMC, not much going on between return and borrowed shares. Estimated short interest 13.83%. And then for GME, we are looking at pretty much nothing as well. Short interest of 19.18%. Respond to you later on Twitter, or do you and him decide to contrary narratives for real? I think it will cause doubt in the public movement if not heard. Respond to Grover. I'm not sure what. Respond to you later on Twitter, or did you and him decide to contrary narratives? Grover, I'm sorry, I'm not really sure what you're referencing. I don't know who's him, and I don't know what contrary narratives you're speaking about. Matt, I sold 270 calls instead of bought. What's the worst that could happen to me? I own enough shares to cover. Been watching since December. Keep up the good work. Yeah, the worst scenario is that your profits on an AMC run up get capped at 70, and above 70 you would lose your shares, but you get your profits all the way up to 70, and then you'd also keep the premium. Did you see TD Ameritrade tweet out in response that they are restricting shorting on AMC today as well? Yeah, so I was reporting on that a little bit over the weekend. There's people that are definitely worried about like how high this can go. Our whole office are apes. We were watching CNBC, but this is way better. Spiffster delivered ties clubs. That's awesome. Huge super chat. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's so incredibly kind. What does it feel like to be famous? Who's going to DJ ape party at the Moon Gang mansion? That's what's weird is like, I don't know. Like if this is how famous people feel, I don't feel famous at all. Within the world of social media, in one little corner of the internet, I'm somewhat known, but beyond that, I'm not. I'm like, if the alphabet A through Z were like a celebrity thing, I would have gone from Z to Y. I'm like one rung up, but I'm still so insanely unknown that I don't know. It doesn't, I just feel like me. Like I quit my job in February and I just feel like that exact same guy. Like I don't know. I feel like I just now have a really interesting job, but that's about all that's changed. I feel like the same old Matt that like all my friends and family knew before. I feel like the same Matt that what I was on YouTube like last year. I just like now get more views, I guess, bigger community. Any book suggestions on technical analysis? Thanks. Yeah, in the description of this video, there is a all my book suggestions, or not all of them, a handful of my book suggestions. Trading 212 disabled selling as well as buying for me during the first GME squeeze, granted only for a short while, but was at the peak. Here you go, 10 more and you can buy one more stonk, buddy. Should we short the stock after the moon on the way back to 30 or 50? I mean, Jimmy, that's up to you. Like if you're confident we're at the peak, you can make more money also on the downside of it. But just understand that like you're trying to time it. Like what happens if you think it's done and then you take a short and it keeps running? You could lose a lot of money. As you're kind of witnessing on the other side of it, shorting is it's a high risk. If you own a stock, your risk is capped. Your risk is if the stock goes to zero. If you're shorting, your risk is theoretically unlimited. The stock can just keep running and running and running. What did you do before full-time YouTube? I was a software engineer. I wrote code for a couple different companies. Like my background at school was computer science, so I'm a programmer. That's why I'm so into the data and the technicals and all that. It's just because that's like what I'm professionally trained to like care about. It's all about the numbers and the metrics, which I think sometimes has benefited me. It's really benefited my stock career because it's good to trade stocks without emotion. And I get emotional, but I try to like keep it at a minimum. But in terms of my YouTube career, I think it's been a bit of a detriment to have your mind wired like that, just because I've been doing it now for years, is like sometimes when I present data and facts and numbers, I don't necessarily consider the emotional reaction to it as much as I should. So I think in terms of YouTube, it's not the best, but in terms of trading and just information, it's good to be like, these are the facts. I'm not playing into like an emotional appeal. I'm not playing into like whatever, some like crazy theory or anything like that. You're way, way more profitable in the stock world if you keep your emotions at bay and you just focus on the facts. Have conviction in your trade. Wrench Capital just tweeted about the SEC. Check it out. Hey, Matt, can you do a quick TI and BB in your opinion? I haven't been following BB. So I wouldn't be able to offer the most useful input. But AMC coming, 57.50. Here we go. Come on. I just want to see 57.50. Slow and steady, folks. Slow and steady. AMC, easy peasy lemons, AMC squeezy. All right, someone just said that Wrench tweeted. Let me see if I can find that. SEC says that they're monitoring ongoing volatility in certain stocks on the lookout for manipulation and other forms of misconduct. I mean, that's good, but I kind of wonder what way they're looking at it from. Who are they saying is having misconduct? The apes or the hedge funds? Like, I wonder, or maybe they're just looking at it across the board. But if the SEC is listening to me right now, I want you to know, everyone listening knows I am not a financial advisor. I actually advise them to specifically not follow me, to do their own DD, to fact check me. I do not want anyone at any point now, in the past, in the future, copying my trades ever. I can give you my opinions on a situation, but that's all I'm legally allowed to do. And beyond that, that's all I would morally want to do. If you make money, that's awesome. I'm happy for you. It's all you, though. It's your trading. It's your profits. It's your losses. It's your responsibility. It's your money. Do not ever, ever copy me or any other social media person at all. Like, if you want advice from someone that you could take, like, I don't know, actual decisions on, that's when you have to contact a financial advisor. Not me. Definitely not me. June 18th, 16 calls, better to exercise or grab the premium. Will all lose if I exercise? Is the premium paid? Will all I lose if exercise is the premium you paid? Yeah, Josh, true. But then you'd also instantaneously, you'd be in the profits because you're going to get filled at that strike price. That's all. That's what a call option is. It's the right to buy a stock at a certain price. So if on June 11th, you had a call that had a strike of $10 for this Friday and you exercised it, the stocks you're going to get, the price is going to be at $11. And obviously, since AMC is trading at 55, you're already like massively in profit, or whatever strike I said for this expiration. I think I just confused some of the numbers. But whenever you exercise an option, you're going to get a fill at the strike price of the option. That's what the contract is. Brandon becoming an astronaut. Well, I'm glad it didn't double bottom, Matt, 30 minutes ago. I mean, I thought it was right here. I thought we were going to get this higher low and then obviously a crack through, but we're retracing now. So showing some strength. And also, so is GME. GME trading at 263, up 5.8%. AMC trading at 56, up 17%. All right. My personal first target is 57.50. L2 data looks better. Not seeing the stack 1 cent spreads we usually do for AMC. Volume is down today. Maybe HFTs are shutting down. Usually the spread gets a bit wider, C-dub, when there's more volatility. It's harder to provide liquidity at every cent increment in higher volatility environments. And also maybe the high frequency trading is just calming down. Very possible. SEC, could you explain emoji trading? Oh, brother. Negative, you can buy the contract cheaper through a covered call. I bought a 15s at 13.75 a share. Just wanted to help the knowledge on TD. A covered call. No. A covered call is you selling a call against your share position. A covered call is you can sell one call contract for every 100 shares you own. We play family. I think you might be a little bit confused. A covered call is when you sell a call against your initial share position. It's covered because you have the shares. That's why it's called covered. Is there a particular reason why you or Trey aren't mentioning naked shorts in your media interviews? I mean, it's just the questions they're asking us. Like, especially on the national news ones, they give you a couple minutes. They ask you the questions, you give them the answers. It's not like they just give you the spotlight to say whatever you want. I answer the questions that they ask me. Do you have margin on Webull? What do you like about Webull? I like Webull just because it's free trading. I like their software, and I just trust it more than Robinhood. So what you see in front of you is Webull. I think it's beneficial to have multiple brokerages. If you're watching right now and you don't have Webull, pinned to the top of chat is Webull sign up. It's a free sign up, free trading, and you get 2 free stocks after you deposit $100. I think it's good to have multiple brokerages because you never know when one brokerage might go wonky on you. Am I arguing that Webull is perfect? No, I'm just arguing that it's better than Robinhood, hence why I'm using it. Hey, Matt, if your channel gets shut down for some reason, where will you be streaming? Great question. Twitch. I recently made a Twitch about 2 or 3 weeks ago as like a fail-safe option. Matt_Kohrs. If you look right above me, my socials, Matt_Kohrs, Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram. So check all those out. Actually, for whatever reason, I guess because of like the media tour and everything, we're getting so close to 100K. We'll have to do some sort of celebration. And then I don't use Instagram an incredible amount, so I'm much more, I don't know. I remember to use Twitter a lot more, and then I'm on Twitch as my backup. Actually, this morning I was on Twitch for a pre-market stream, and if I have time tonight, I'll also be on Twitch. But that's like my fail-safe option is Twitch. And then Twitter is like, if you can't like hang out in the live stream all day, that's where I tweet out like what's going on. Like every single morning, I tweet out the short interest numbers. So if you can't hang out for the full day and you just want to like, if there's something crazy going on, usually I just throw a tweet out. Why let them control the narrative? You take it. I mean, but Charles Payne asks good questions. Like they're I don't know, is their platform, I guess. And like if you want to get invited back to continue explaining it, like you don't want to rub them the wrong way. I mean, we talked about, Meet Kevin. I was on Meet Kevin's stream yesterday, and we talked about naked shorts a lot, and that's a huge platform. I have no issue talking about it at all. It's just sometimes you just answer the questions that are asked you. Why does CNBC hate AMC? Because it's full of a bunch of people that think they know better, and they think they know how to trade, and they think they get how the stock market should run. To them, it's very bothersome that people are trading on something that is not like a long-term fundamental investment. It blows their mind. Dear SEC, why would every listener to a guy that wears a duck shirt and looks like Brad Pitt? He admits this is dumb money. All right, good consolidation. We have now bounced off of, we recaptured 55. Let's just continue this trip upward. I wouldn't mind if it's a slow and steady grind up to 57.50. We break about above that and then just rip. Kind of potentially setting up for a giant cup and handle on the day, but let's see how the afternoon plays out. But I like it. We're holding above 55. AMC up 16% on the day. You should do some sort of giveaway at 100K, like a merch giveaway. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do a merch giveaway. Why not? That's a good suggestion, Vincent. Yeah. When we hit at 100K, I'll do some sort of giveaway to, I don't know, a whole group of people. Why not? Never forget. Matt Kohrs band. All right, here we go. Oh, brother, the stock's coming back. Oh, brother, oh, brother, oh, brother, oh, brother. All right, I think this should be good. Is there like a lag between my audio and my video? I don't think so. OBS is just being a bit weird on my end. A bit weird, but GME looking strong. All right, let's do this thing. Let's do this thing. GME coming back. Look for it to get above 265. Then 267. We're looking strong. The apes are flexing some muscles today. I like it. There we go. There we go. Here we go. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. It's fun hanging out, watching the sports match with tens of thousands of my internet friends. I love it. I love it. All right. Here we go. We're pushing. We're knocking. Knocking on the door. Let's take out 5750 right after this. Let's keep going. Let's just gotta keep this momentum alive. Keep the momentum alive. Come on. We're pushing. We're pushing, folks. Or should I say apes? Come on. What is all of this stuff? What's going on? Is this news for AMC? Streamlabs. Twitch. Submit your questions to CNBC. Good on that one. Yeah, actually, I would have a question for CNBC's. What's going on with the naked shorts? Hey, what about those naked shorts, CNBC? What about that? Okay, ViWatch, thank you. I will check that out. AMC to S&P 500. Why is there a 5-cent call available? As in it costs 5 cents? There's not a 5-cent call. It might just be a really far out of the money one, so it's saying that it's massively high risk, high reward. If AMC copies Jimmy, AMC will level off at 85 after the squeeze. Oh, you're saying like of where it's going to settle? interesting thesis. Matt, where does the king keep his armies? Up his sleeves. Sleeves. People need to hit that like button to bring in more diamond-handed apes. Did you bet any money on the fight last night? No, I didn't, and I'm happy I didn't, because I would have bet on Logan Paul, because I like the underdog. Jesse becoming an astronaut. We need the rockets. When do we get our rockets? Matt, you look and sound much more calm and professional today. LOL, until you say, oh, brother. Matt, what does it mean when I'm showing profit, but I'm not in the money? Am I able to sell and take profit if not in the money? Yeah, you can. It just means that the stock has trended in your favor from the moment that you bought the option. You do not have to be in the money to make profit. You do if you're holding it till expiration. But if you bought expiration, I don't know, of like this week, and you picked up your call right here at 53.85 at the 60s, you would be in profit right now. Does Hogan get paid per O brother or by the day? Great question. He gets paid per O brother. I've never won a giveaway. I'd love for you to take that claim. Can you just let us know when you figure out how to enter? Yeah, I mean, I guess I've never done something like that. How would I do it? I mean, I guess I'll just give it to a follower. If you follow Matt_Kohrs and Matt_Kohrs on Twitter and Instagram, that's it. And then I'll just like randomly pick a whole handful of people and I'll just send everyone merch. I'll just DM you, ask you for your address, ask you what you want, and I'll just send you merch. Angelina becoming a space ape. We're wrecking, so another super chat is chill. You're gonna bring Bam on so we can have time data on how to get a home run today, like Friday. Probably not. I have no plans of that today. I mean, his like predictions on Friday didn't really come out too well. So if his predictions start coming back on track, we'll bring him back on for sure. Matt, you and Trey continue to represent the movement with class and dignity. Keep up the excellent work and information spreading. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. The Falcon admitted on Twitter over the weekend that naked shorts exist, but in his words, he hasn't seen them at levels that matter. We can be each other's firsts. Friend lost 95% on puts on AMC. LMAO, huge F. Fortnite just released a Diamond Hands character, and it literally said the stonk guy. This is getting huge. I mean, it's getting so out of hand. I love it. I love how big this is getting. The punchline was sleevies, not sleeves. Geez, I'm giving you gold here. Armies, sleevies. Holy moly. Sorry about that, Daniel. I ruined the joke. I'm the one to blame. Did you end up trying watermelon and salt this weekend? No, but I did eat watermelon in general. That's what I was eating when I watched the fight last night. All right, let's get this whatever number bounce. Rejection, support, rejection, support. 55 has just become very, very important for AMC. Very important. Sweet. We're already past 25,000 likes and it's not even 11 a.m. You people, you apes are amazing. 26,000 likes already, and it's 10:50 in the morning. We're just the ape nation. We're just so dominant. Like no one can stop us. We're just too big. We're too powerful. I love it. Do you think we'll reach 60? I really hope so. I just took basically trying to make back that 50K I lost on Friday by betting on the 60s, 70s, and 73s for this week. Question about the whole 2-day thing. When a short is covered, is there up to 2 days for this short to be returned, or exactly 2? Minimum of 2. Minimum of 2. They could hold it for another day if they want to pay the fee and return it on day 3. That's possible. But it's a minimum of 2 days to return a share when you cover a short. Good question. Richie Knows 98, thank you for that super emote. But for whoever asked about 60, I mean, we hit 59.68. Like it's very, very, like we could be at 60 in like 15 minutes. I mean, 60 is close by for AMC. With this type of momentum, we're at 56 right now. We've traded 142 million in volume. We're looking good. Is this the ripening? Hopefully it's the start of it. Lipster, very solid mic quality. Great job. Thank you. Oh, so Just Lurk, all of you, and we're gonna have special like discounts and stuff for like special deal for the Discord people. So you can enter. All you have to do is, I guess, whatever. What did I just decide? Follow it on Twitter and Instagram. Someone just asked, but that's all you have to do to enter. Oh, there. Yeah. Okay. There's the other one. You could do that. Moon Gang merch at Moon Gang merch. What's the deal? One lucky winner will get $100 in credit. All you need to do is follow Moon Gang merch. Retweet this post. Okay, so that's how you can get $100 in store credit. Moon Gang merch. Sweet deal. I like it. Adam becoming an astronaut. What did CNBC tweet? I didn't know they tweeted something. Let me check that out. CNBC. They don't follow me. Can you believe that? The article is AMC rallied double digits today as speculative trading activity in the struggling movie theater gained steam. I like it. But isn't that weird for them to like have that type of connotation? I mean, seriously. Isn't any trading or investing speculative? Like I just the connotation that they have going, the words they choose to use, it just shows like they're just innate elitist viewpoint on this world of like, oh, that's so speculative of them. Like, come on. We've been here before. Like, grow up. Grow up. Oh, so speculative. How could you take that high risk of a trade? Our butler Charles in the Hamptons would be so upset. In the Hamptons, we don't allow for that type of speculation. Like, come on. Like, they're just so far removed of what it is just to be like a normal person on this planet with like normal person issues. Like, it's just such a like a pompous. It's so pompous. Hey, brother, if a hedge fund decided to cover, would they instantly start covering? Will we see the price action, or is it a slow process? Good video. I mean, it depends on how they decide to cover. If they want to do it all at once, they could, or they could do it slowly. What's the Moon Gang merch phrase to enter? It's on the Twitter. Just check it out. I think you just have to retweet whatever they just posted. Is it bad? Is it a bad threat that the utilization is down? How many shares still shorted? I mean, it's estimated to be roughly around 80 million right now, and then it's 110 million shares on loan. Once again, those are just estimates, and once again, those are not accounting for naked shorts. Those are just legitimate legal shorts. So if anything, it's a conservative number because it'll just be higher than that. In terms of utilization was expected to go down because there was a return, a return of what? A net return of 30 million on Friday. So like the utilization going down today was pretty expected. But that number alone, you need to know the short interest, the shares on loan, and the utilization. You need to know all three because those ones individually don't tell you the full picture. Tiblio picks. All right, let's check out Tiblio really quick. While this is coasting a little bit quieter, it's that midday grind. Let's check it out. Tiblio. All right, let's see what kind of interesting things they have going on. Clove, BNGO, and DocuSign. Lots of bullish bets. Remember, strong bullish options trading activity. It's just saying there's people are taking big bets on these stocks going up. Their recommendation is at the money 30 days out. Of course, you could choose to play it however you want. You don't even need options. If you like the stock, if you like the chart, and you like the fact that there's a lot of money pouring into it, you could just buy the stock and then sell it at whatever profit. I've actually been a fan in my own 401k account with DocuSign. And then long puts are the exact opposite. This is a lot of money betting against a stock. But actually, none of these are like sizable money. So I wouldn't even look at the long puts yet on today. Let's see. Why is this not loading? All right, I'll have to wait for it to load again. But Clove was on the list. BNGO and DocuSign were the top 3 calls. So check out those charts. Tiblio's an options picker service. They love what's going on with AMC and GME. They're happy that a lot of new people have been coming into the markets. And pretty cool service, especially if you're newer to options. It kind of helps you look at stocks that are like potentially going to have good volatility. I need to clarify that not everything on that list, it's not like they guarantee each one's a winner. It's more of a curated list of, okay, like I think this is worthwhile to check out. Just so you know, it is $25 a month. If you look at the description of this video, there is a discount code, 10% off. And also, if you sign up for a year, you get your 2 months free. And there's also a 30-day money-back guarantee. So basically, you get the first month for free. If you don't like it, no harm, no foul. All right, AMC just below this 55 level. It's been kind of pegged to it for today. Planning to buy an Ortex subscription, would you quickly explain what short interest to look at when we're closer to the short squeeze or any other things to focus on? Thanks. Yeah, so first of all, if you're buying Ortex, just so you know, if you have the yearly, if you're going for the yearly package, email them with the title Moon Gang discount. They love this particular community and they've agreed to give us all discounts if you get the yearly package. But beyond that, just everyone gets the first week free. But when I come into Ortex, I look at the short interest, I look at the shares on loan, and I look at the utilization. And then I come over here and I look at the days to cover on the 2-week average. And like, it's all worthwhile to click through and check out what's going on. But those are my 4 like go-to things. I also like to just see the trends of what's going on with the on loan. Like, I just like to check the trends of really how this is all playing out. Here's the short interest. It's all good stuff to pay attention to. But overall, not just Tiblio, not just Ortex, but just your career as a trader, as an investor, as whatever you want to call yourself, you will be exponentially more profitable and successful the more curious you are. Whenever you hear about something, look it up. Like, the more curious, it's like any skill set in this world. The more effort you put in, the better you're going to be at it. If you're exclusively just sitting there and kind of trading day in and day out, that helps because like there is a good argument of like time in front of the screen, like subconsciously or consciously, you get more comfortable with how stocks move. But beyond that, you have to do your other forms of homework. watch YouTube videos, read interesting Twitter threads, read some good books. Like, the more you immerse yourself in this world, the better off you're going to be. All right, we recaptured 55. We just have like all these bull flags, these bull flag breakouts all day. If you sell covered calls, do you keep the premium? And if the stock doesn't hit the strike, you keep the profit until the strike price, and then it's a good strategy. The dude, you're right. Selling covered calls is a very common monthly income strategy in the options world, in the stock market world. Covered calls, it's an awesome strategy. When you feel a bit more comfortable about the fundamentals of what options are, that's probably the first one that a lot of people learn about, is selling covered calls. My gut says H funds slowly cover time, resulting in small spikes like we have seen in the past. Possible not to see a huge spike. I mean, we saw a huge spike on Wednesday. The stock doubled in value. 95% is a very, very abnormal gain for a $10 billion company to go to 20 billion in a day. I would consider that to be a considerable spike. Do I think there could be more considerable spikes that have an even bigger percentage gain? Of course, but I just don't underestimate how big of a win the ape community had on Wednesday last week. That was a massive win. Interactive Brokers founder, don't short AMC. Meme stocks, they can soar to unimaginable highs. Cnbc, shout out to the founder of Interactive Brokers. Sounds like he's an ape. Golfed with a friend this weekend that works for a small hedge fund in New York City. Told me the higher ups in the company are fuming. We are winning. Matt, read the article CNBC tweeted out. Very interesting. Which one, Randy? They tweeted out quite a bit already this morning. Matt, literally my first foray into trading, and I'm 20 plus thousand shares in AMC. You've kept me from selling a few times. Duck shirts on me. Fred, that's awesome. Put my 3K sports winning on AMC at opening bell. Ortex is 85% self-reported. We know hedgies lie. No, it's not. Ortex does not get any information from hedge funds. I don't know where you got that. Can't stop, won't stop, GameStop. It's not self-reported at all. They don't get anything from hedge funds. They get it from prime brokers, the people who facilitate the lending and loaning and borrowing of shares. Is there such a thing as naked long? Pretty much the opposite of a naked short? No, because when you're long, you just own the asset. To go short, you have to borrow it from someone else. Kind of like this. We see this pattern of this midday dip. So it's around 11 now. Kind of expected action, honestly. This is just that midday grind. And I think I could just lower my average. Real nice. Real nice lowering. Maybe I should wait till power hour. That might be a little bit more safe. I don't know if I'm getting a bit too greedy. I already chased a bit this morning. But I do like it. Maybe I'll see if it's going to bounce off of 54. I guess I could give it 30 more cents. Ugh. Decisions. Decisions. All right, where are we at on AMC? All right. Calm, cool, collected. No room for freaking out, folks. Matt, the tweet you mentioned a minute ago, they talked about naked shorting. Okay. Let me see Cnbc. AMC stock jumps more than 20% as retail-fueled rally stretches to another week. What did they say? Let me see if I can find this naked shorting thing. Naked shorts and naked shorting was trending Monday on Twitter as well as over the weekend, referring to the elevated short interest in AMC. Naked shorting is the illegal practice of short selling where a stock's short interest may be larger than the tradable shares in the market, sometimes due to discrepancies between paper and electronic trading systems. That's a really bad way to explain naked shorting. Naked shorting is when you short without borrowing the shares. It's not when the stock's interest may be larger than the tradable shares in the market. It like that's a really weird way to define it. AMC has 18% of its float shares sold short versus 5% for an average US stock, according to data from S3 Partners. It's extremely tempting to short these stocks, but unless you have huge liquid resources, please try to resist the temptation because these prices can go to unimaginable highs before they settle down to a reasonable valuation, and you may have to cover on the high point, and that's from the Interactive Brokers chairman, Thomas MATFFE, maybe. On the long term, stocks always approach their fundamental values, which is in the case lower. But remember, we're not here for the long term. We are here for the short squeeze in the short term. Two very, very different things. That is a good article. That was posted on CNBC if you want to see the quotes. Oh, wow. Wow. Thank you. You guys we're almost at 30,000 likes, and you guys have been also joining up the Moon Gang. So to all the people who subscribed today, subscribed yesterday, shout out. I appreciate that. We're getting close to the 270 mark. That's nuts. We hit 250 last week. This is just growing like it's wildfire. It's psychological wildfire. All of your support. It's man, you guys just jack me up. I don't know if I'm like the best at articulating how appreciative I am, but like so kind. This community, I'm so happy to be a member of this community. So shout out to all the new subs, to all the old subs. I've always explained naked shorts as what Bernie Madoff did. No, Bernie Madoff was just a legitimate Ponzi scheme. So what Bernie Madoff did was people gave him money, and then he basically said that he was trading, and he like came up with fake receipts as if he was trading, and he never traded really at all. And then when new money came in, because people thought he was doing well, he would take the new money and give it to the first people, be like, hey, here's your profits. And like, this is awesome. We want to reinvest. And then that new money, he would pay off the other people. So it was just like new money kept coming in. And that's the issue with the pyramid scheme is like the base just gets at a certain point uncontrollable. But he like was legitimately just not trading. He just like took money and gave it to other people. It was just a Ponzi scheme. Remember when we had to fight for 6969 likes? Yeah, we're a little bit past that now. EDM Combat remixes becoming a space ape. Just a dude trying to learn piano becoming an astronaut. Jason becoming an astronaut. Hey, Matt, I've sent you a motivational video song for Apes on Twitter. It would be awesome if you could check it out sometime. Ape Strong. In Ape, we trust. I will definitely check that out. I appreciate it. I love all of the, I guess, different forms of art being sent, whether it's drawings, paintings, music. All the art is so cool. 240 in the Moon Gang merch, buddy. You're doing a great job. I needed my gear to wear. Keep up the good work. My family member who advises these funds, they told me to sell, it'll plummet. I told them with love, F no, Ape Gang or die, let's go. Isaiah, Ape Gang or die. Dude, just want to say, watching you has helped me study charts way better, more confident. BB looked like a nice play to get into right now. I mean, I think you'll make money on BB. I think you'll make money on NBIS. But for me, I just think I'm going to make more money on AMC, more money on GME. The CEO of Overstock about naked shorting. Oh, I'll have to check that out. That's on Big Thing. Patrick Byrne. Matt, I own 1,000 shares of AMC and I'm up 20K. Feel like scalping. Stop me. Just don't, man. Just sit there, calm, cool, collected. What else do we have here on the Discord? Has any thoughts about trying a vertical camera? Might fit his stream better. I don't really know what a vertical camera is, if I'm being honest. George W. Kind of. A George W would be like a perfect double bottom, and it was more, not really. So this would have been more of the George W at 53. This is a slight different, and it's an important difference to note. When you have a new higher low, like this time it bounced off of 54 instead of 53, it's actually more bullish than a double bottom, aka a George W, just because it tells you that the bulls are buying earlier. They're stepping in at a higher price, which means there's more bullish momentum. So there is a different connotation that it's worthwhile to pay attention to, because it means that the bulls are more bullish. The apes are more apish. You should feel special. You're the first content creator I've paid sub to. Thanks for the service, Trey. That's awesome. 50K plus viewers is your new normal. Thanks for all you do with the dumb Marines, aka dumb money. I mean, I don't have visions of grandeur. I know this is more of like a limelight moment and things will calm down after this narrative. But for those of you who want to stick around and come onto the journey of the next one, the next options play, the next short squeeze play, the next crypto play, I'm going nowhere. This is my life now. I love it. I know some of you got involved with AMC and you knew Wall Street was messed up and you're realizing that they're more messed up than normal. Or than, I guess, your expectations. And it's left a bad taste in your mouth. So I get it. I understand that some people, this will be your last time ever trading stocks. You're going to make money on AMC and then you're just going to be done. It's not for you. I get that. I think that's fair. But for me, I just like the market. I like what it signifies. I like the potential. I mean, even things like this, like even now, this is not the height of my portfolio with AMC and I'm still up like a lot of money for me. I think the stock market can, in a certain way, when played properly, can represent untethered potential. And I like that. I think that's addicting. Can you go over why BlackRock has so much money invested in AMC? Because they like the stock. They also think it has potential. I had family call me this weekend telling me about AMC was going to crash and burn. So I bet them 50 each that if it hits 100 before that happens. So let's go. I want to buy stocks with the winnings. I love that. That's so cool. Yo, Matt, I got a song for the apes I'm dropping this week. How can I send it to you, Ape Gang? You can email it to me. You can DM it to me on Twitter, like a link or something. Matt, please don't endorse people who say you kept them from selling. Remember, you're trending on a thing line and don't want to get negative playback in light of. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how many times like legally I'm supposed to clarify this. I'm not a financial advisor. Like I'm happy for all your profits. That's awesome. But I'm happy you guys can learn from me of like what's going on with the stock market, the terminology. But remember, do not ever, ever, ever copy my trade or any really other person on social media. I don't know how the trading gurus have gotten away with it for so long. Like they have all these paid services that like the emails go out. They're like, I just bought. Like, how is the SEC not like crack down on that? Matt Kohrs, Melissa Lee interviews Rich Greenfield talking about naked shorts, June 6th, tweet by Zap617. I'll have to check that out. I've been called Ape all my life. Never liked the nickname until now. Sending love to the Ape family. Much appreciation for you, Matt. April. Hey, you're in the Ape Nation now. Andy with the super remote. You are amazing. Thank you, Andy. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. All right, we've just been battling it out at 55 all day. I like it. We're trading a lot of volume above 55. The market is accepting this price. I would say that's a good thing. GME looking strong. GME looking good. Most pundits on TV are our parents' age, and that frightens them that we are about to surpass the 30 plus years of investing in one great play. How many times are we going to hit 55 and get rejected? So frustrating. Feels like the new 801. Hey, I mean, we're holding above it. I like that. NJJ, I don't know if I could bring up FSLY, but I mean, you could just sign up for Ortex right now for free and just rock it for the next like week without paying anything. Do you think we can call Rich Greenfield poor Greenfield soon? I mean, it feels like it's going that way. So glad I joined the Ape community. Just bought 5,000 shares this morning. Do you have any opinion on Fubu TV and Palantir? Do you follow these stocks? I actually like them both as more of long-term investments. I'm specifically bullish on like, I guess, a decade out for Palantir. I just think Palantir is a great long-term investment. And I'm bullish on Fubu too. I just really like Palantir for the long term. Jamie Bass becoming an astronaut. Lou AMC Ape, thank you for that. Diamond. My wife always asks what Captain Quack has to say while watching and learning from both you and Trey. Thanks for all you do. Can we see some Stonko Tractor action? I saw 1.7 million shares getting dragged down to 200K when they were available. Thanks, Matt. Ortex is way more accurate. Stonko Tracker, it's accurate, but Stonko Tracker, Fidelity, and iBorrowdesk, they only use one data source. For live updates, Ortex is sourcing 60% of all prime brokers, not hedge funds. There's people, this self-reported thing I think is being interpreted incorrectly. Ortex does not get information from any hedge fund out there. It's just not how it works. So Fintel, iBorrowdesk, Stonko Tracker, they're accurate, but they only have a data source. They're not getting it from all prime brokers. It's not the full picture. How do you manage memberships on Ortex? I started the free trial and accidentally selected the annual. I mean, I got the annual myself. I just bought the annual because I'm just going to keep using it. On to the next play. After this storyline's over, it's going to be important for me to know the data for the next big potential squeeze. Been working my butt off all morning. First day since February. I wasn't in on the open. New setup looks and sounds fantastic. Let's close above 60 today. What's going on, Kevin? Big things coming for the studio, for the Moon Gang. We're just better and better. Why not? Imagine GME partners with AMC to host local esports tournaments. I think that would be a genius move. Man, it would be crazy. Bam getting too flustered with personal attacks and giving time price predictions to prove his model again is not helping getting too personal for him. I mean, sometimes you definitely have to have some thick skin in this world. I I guess I didn't think that he was taking things personally, but I didn't track like really much of what happened on the weekend beyond like the potential cyber attack against Trey. Nicholas, to cancel, you would you could try emailing them. I mean, it's not my company. Counselor Murray checking in, Matt. Salute to the work you do. Hey, Counselor Murray, I hope you're still crushing it with Ethereum. How was your girlfriend's friend's kitty? I actually got to meet that kitten on Friday. It was awesome. It was this like little orange Bengal kitten, and it was like super playful. Matt Kohrs fan. Matt Kohrs is Greg. Interesting. No, his name is Poor Redfield. Said it before, say it again. Nationwide GameStop store versus store tournament streamed live on Twitch. Hugging my AMC shares more than Logan hugged Mayweather. Oh, that's a good one. That's a really good one. How does a stock skyrocket by hundreds or thousands if they halt trading every 10% for moves? The volatility range is a bit more than that, but I mean, it happens for sure, Andrew. I mean, even think about Wednesday. We went up 100%. Imagine a couple days of back to back of you just keep doubling up the price. Like before you know it, it gets very big. Box office F9 zooms past 250 internationally. Elsewhere, The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It kicked off overseas. That's hilarious, Hank. Hank, I want to tweet that out. Check the DFV tweet, okay? What did Roaring Kitty say? Wait, what is this? What movie is this from? Anyway, GameStop making moves. GameStop making the moves. And then you also have AMC making moves. Here we go. Here we go. 57.50. I feel like it's time to buy more. Because why? Because I like the stock. All right, how are we doing this for this week? All right. Let's see how high this thing can actually go. Let's get cooking with it. Let's get cooking with it. All right, hang on 1 second. All right, it is 11:24. Oops. Folks, welcome to the standing desk. I don't know how it works, but I'm pretty sure my body will start looking like Chris Hemsworth once I stand. Oops, let me switch this a little bit. There we go. There we go. We're standing, we're burning we're making money, burning calories. We're making stacks while also creating a six-pack. I don't need to hear it. I know there's a dietitian out there. He's like, does he really think he can make a six-pack from just standing? Yeah, I do. Let me live my own life. Let me live my own life. We're going to the moon. Can you like hear the slurping of potential my coffee? I just grabbed a coffee. No pants. Yeah. I'm not putting pants back on until this thing rockets. My symbolism to fight naked shorts. The financial press has banner headlines about how innovative AMC and I are in reaching out with individual investors. That they praise something so obvious. CEOs and professional management teams should listen to shareholders. Your own company, we listen to you, Adam. That's from Adam Aaron, the CEO of AMC. Look at GME last spike. Stock went 60 to 358 in 2 hours. I mean, if you lived the experience of GameStop the first time around, it was just incredible. And I honestly don't see why we can't just do that again. Can't do that again with AMC. I don't see why not. Why not? Matt, love the new audio setup. Sounds great. Well worth the money for an SM7B. Yeah, and I want to make it even better. I think there's this thing I can download, some sort of like audio interface. I think it's called Reaper. I think that'll bring it to like even the next level. Rich Greenfield is burning money, making calories. Matt, watch it rocket. Matt forever have to stand. I guess I didn't think about that. If the stock were to rocket right now, I'd never be able to sit down again. That's a risk I'm willing to take. Astronaut and space costumes, share Amazon wish list. Watch it rocket. AMC should have streamed yours and Trey's YouTube channels at the movie theaters. It would be the biggest box office hit of all time. Are you concerned with the high increase of AMC YouTubers? Feel like a lot of FUD is out there now. I've got 150. Am I an astronaut? Thank you. Jeff Brown. Yeah, you're definitely an ape, an astronaut. You're part of the, like, it only takes one share to be an ape. But yeah, there's a lot of people out there trying to take advantage of what's been going on. You know the channels that have been here from the start, and you know the ones that have come out of the woodwork in the past month, the past 2 weeks, the past week. I don't know. Maybe some of them are really good and they were just late to the party, and maybe other ones, I know some of them are just trying to grow their brand. There are channels who weren't even finance channels at all. Like they just did something else, and now like within the past month they're like, oh, I need to talk about AMC, and they it's okay. I get that people can switch. I get that people have other interests, but then it's weird to me when they present information that they just is clearly inaccurate. They did no research. They're just like pumping up numbers of like, oh, this guy said this, so I have to say a higher price target, and then come up with like whatever reasoning. It's just be careful. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm even saying that with me. Do your own DD. If I say something that's overly bullish or bearish, well, don't just look for confirmation bias, but also don't, like, you have to look at both sides. Like, whoever you're getting your information from, please fact check it. At the end, it's your money. It's your profits. It's your losses. You have to be responsible for your own money. So make sure you know where you're getting your information from. Don't just blindly trust people because it's on the internet. I'm seeing a lot of bad things in this community where it's new people saying things, and like there's one guy who I just don't get at all. All of his information's wrong, and then he's talking about how he just wants to start his own hedge fund. I'm like, do you like, how could you say that you're in AMC and then within that same video, like say you're fighting for the cause and in the exact same video be like, oh yeah, like I'm going to start my own hedge fund. It's like, dude, you're the person we're fighting against right now. Like, it's just insanity. So yes, Jeff, I am concerned. I'm concerned that people are getting inaccurate information. What did you make on the Floyd Mayweather Logan Paul fight? 0. I didn't bet, but I watched it. And I get that Logan Paul was hugging him a lot, but I think there should be something mentioned about the fact he went 8 rounds with one of the world's best fighters ever, best boxers ever. That's impressive. I get that there's a size difference. I get it. But Floyd Money Mayweather is one of the most decorated fighters in existence. And to my understanding, Logan Paul started fighting 3 or 4 years ago, and he was able to go 8 rounds with him. Like, I wouldn't. I would still be knocked out. Also, just being referred to as dead. So, I don't know. You can, maybe people like him or dislike him as a human, but I respect him for what he did. And at the end of the day, who wouldn't take his situation? He made $20 million. Floyd made $80 million at a minimum. He just had a $20 million payday, and he's going down in history as a person who fought Floyd Mayweather. That's an exceptional feat. The man is standing now, desk to the moon. Is that the trick? If I bring my desk higher and higher, does the stock go higher? Also, how high does this desk go? Hello? 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 This desk goes really high. This is the max height. I'm on my tippy toes here, folks. This feels weird. But is that what we need for the stock? Do I just need to stand on my tippy toes for hours to make AMC go up? Is that the sacrifice I have to make? Physically, it might be impossible. Let's bring it back down to like a normal height. I would make that. I would do that for you. There we go. That's a good height. As we're playing with the desk height, AMC shoots. Coincidence? I think not. Here we go. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. All right. Let's get this 5750. Huge breakout. Why I care so much about 5750. Look it. We've been trading above this breakout line. That is beautiful for us. That's a beauty, Clark. That's a beaut. Nice consolidation breakout. Quick run up to the high 60s. Consolidate there. Test 72. Go from there. It's coming together. Do you think I could get this oh brother thing to go so out of hand that we could actually bring Hulk Hogan on one of these days? Would that be the peak of my content creation career? Just, oh brother, oh brother. How tall are you? I'm 5'10". I lie though a lot and tell people I'm 5'11" because it makes me feel better that I'm like close to 6 feet. So here's how it goes. I lie and say 5'11", and then I want people to think that if I have shoes on, I'm 6 feet. But in reality, I'm not. I'm 5'10", folks. If I'm going to be honest, I built this brand on transparency. It's time to be honest. Matt is not 5'11". He's 5'10". I've also decided that 6'2" is the perfect height for a male. An inch over, you're too tall, awkwardly tall. an inch below, it's like, well, why don't you just take a couple more vitamins growing up to get there? Like, I think it's 6'2" is right on the money. 6'3", 6'1", 6'2" is where it's at. Here we, oh brother, here we go. Where's my mouse? Oh, I like it. I like when we're making money. GameStop just hit a new intraday high, 273, looking very strong at 272. AMC is once again trying to break out, pushing. For today, new summer collection dropped in the store. Swimsuits and board shorts now available, and there's a contest to win $100. Tell them to follow at Moon Gang Merch on Twitter for more details on how to win. So a whole new summer collection, and some of the female apes out there have been asking me for like female specific clothing cuts. We have that now. The store is now male and female clothes. Like, not like, obviously we want better high quality clothes that fits everyone. So check that out. All right, we're hanging out at 57.50. Did I make my money back yet? That money from Friday? Oh, brother. No, still a lot to go. 65s, 50, 65s. All right, where are we at? So other than reinvesting, is there any dumb things you want to do for fun? New car, apartment, golden duck statue, lock of Bon Jovi's hair. So for me, the first thing I'm going to do is pay off my student debt. I have student debt. I need to pay that off. It's just, I don't want that over my head for a long time. So I'll do that. And then in terms of fun things, I'm really not like a materialistic person. I would rather drive around my Corolla for the remainder of my life and spend the money I would have got on a new car instead going on like doing something. Seeing, I don't know, a Broadway show, a magic show, going on vacation, doing a cool hike. Like my mindset is to spend more money on like events and I guess like paying for fun memories, skydiving, snorkeling, scuba diving, parasailing, paragliding. I don't know, seeing the pyramids in Egypt. I don't know, just stuff like that. I'm not too much into buying things. Like, honestly, I bought a desk, I bought a camera that's going to get shipped and everything. I bought all of that stuff, and that's kind of some of the biggest purchases I've made in years. I like doing things. So I don't know. I'm easy to entertain. Concerts, awesome. See a bunch of concerts, hopefully in the Philly area. Maybe you could put those fashionista skills to use with a collab on a Toyota 2022, a 22 Toyota Corolla. I like that. Take up skydiving like I did. I've been skydiving before. I did it once in Seattle, which was awesome. I had a blast. What's weird about it, and I'm sure like everyone who's been skydiving before will tell you that like they don't tell you. So at least for me, I was so jacked up, like driving to the place, like the airfield, and then like when you're in the like this, they're always like weird little rinky planes that you're going up in the air with. So like you're nervous, like your adrenaline, you can feel all of your adrenaline coursing through your body. But what they don't tell you is after you do your skydive and you land, your body was so flooded with adrenaline that like 20 minutes after, all you want to do is take a nap because your body has just like burned through so much energy and like it's just like an adrenaline overload that it was awesome. I went skydiving, and then like by the time I got home within like 15, 20, 30 minutes, all I wanted to do was sleep. Like it's just like an adrenaline overload. Same. I'm going back to Japan for the fourth time when I cash out my attendees. Matt, I would like to buy some Moon Gang naked shorts from your merch site. Could you just send me an empty envelope? Check Weeble News on AMC. US SEC observing the market as meme stocks rally. SEC staff continues to monitor the market in light of the ongoing volatility in certain stocks to determine if there have been any disruptions of the market, manipulative trading, or other misconduct, a spokesperson for the SEC said in a statement. In addition, we will act to protect retail investors if violations of federal security laws are found. You'd think that's what they were doing already, day in and day out. Isn't that their like the whole job? I'm a certified skydiver. If you go again, I highly recommend Skydive Sebastian, one of the prettiest drop zones in the United States. I would do it again. I mean, I had a fun time. I also went parasailing once with before my current totally real actual like girlfriend. I had a previous totally real 100% girlfriend that like you just didn't. She went to a different school, so you probably never heard of her. But I went parasailing with her, and right when we were going out, like a storm was off in the distance. This was in the Carolinas, and the water started to get super choppy, and like we're just sitting there rocking back and forth, and I got seasick. And then by the time I went up in the parasail, we got to the height of the parasail, like the height of the cord. And when I got up there, they do like a picture of you. And the picture they took of me was just me vomiting everything. Interesting. But obviously that relationship came to an end for various reasons. That one didn't last. You dare go to concerts. Magic show. LOL, what bands do you like? I mean, so many. Who is the last one that I saw? Trying to think of some of the big. I had so many lined up in the New York area. So right now I'm in the Philly area, but before this, I moved to New York City in January of 2020. It was a really fun 2 months, and then the world got like turned upside down. Right, I was actually 2 days away from seeing Wicked on Broadway, which like I'm not the biggest theater person, probably just because I like can't sing for anything. So I feel like I don't have the most appreciation, but I was super excited to see Wicked. And I've also seen The Book of Mormon. I saw that one, like the Broadway show, and it was phenomenal. Like the skill set that these actors and actresses and I guess singers have, it's just so incredibly good. So I was very excited to see Wicked. I've spoken to many people who are not Broadway acting theater people, and they all are still amazed about how good Wicked is. And I was 2 days away from seeing it, and then the world turned off, and like no one was doing anything. I also went to a couple XFL games, like the new football league that I think The Rock just bought, or he bought it like a year ago at this point, the Vince McMahon like football league. So that was fun. The Guardians. There was just stuff to do. It was exciting. And then it's weird how much like you take for granted not being able to like literally do like anything. See Hamilton. I didn't have tickets for that, but that's another one I would see. Obviously, I hear a lot of awesome things. All right. So AMC really got, I mean, what was I off by 30 cents of this rejection? So we're just basing higher and higher, slowly but surely. Let's look for this breakout. Oh, just so you know, for everyone listening, I need to take a break midday today because I'm going to hop on Bazinga's Power Hour live stream. Bazinga Power Hour, it's like a well-known like midday stock discussion thing. So we're going to be with them for about a half hour. So that starts at noon. So we're going to hop off of this about 11:50, and then at like 12:30, 12:45, we're coming back right here. So in the meantime, we could check that out. But for me, I view one of my biggest duties right now is to spread the ape gospel, to continue to grow the ape community. So that type of stuff. And thus far, Bazinga has been like very bullish on what's going on. I've done 2 things with them already. They did a write-up. Then I was on Money Mitch's show last week. We're just spreading the ape. We're spreading the good word of the ape. And that's what we need to do. We just need a bigger and bigger community, a bigger, what's it called? A shrewdness, a group of apes, or maybe a group of gorillas. We need to continue to grow our shrewdness. GameStop looking awesome. Were you guys eating cheese slices at the XFL games in New York? I think I just got like a cold burger or something. Could you explain the benefit drawback of expiration date on a call? Why would you do a 1 week expiration versus 1 month? Say I want a 7-day strike. Would 3 weeks be better than 1 week? Not financial advice. The farther out you go in expiration, the lower the risk reward. So if you play a 70 for this week versus a 70 in a month, if you hit it on this week, you'll make more money. With the less time you're giving yourself, the higher the risk. So the less time, the higher the risk, the reward, and the farther out of the money, the higher the risk, the reward. Use your ape gains to go through the accelerated free fall program for your own skydiving license. Disclaimer, not a skydive advisor. BB is doing great. That's awesome. I want you guys to crush it. AMC once again picking up. I know you don't use Instagram that much, but can you please post a picture of you vomiting from paragliding? Yeah, I will. I could post that for you guys. But YOLO calls after the huge dip months ago. 30 $10 calls expiring 6/18. Rollover for Gamma Squeeze for Exercise Friday. $310 for 6/18. Oh, CC, if I were you, I would continue to ride the trend. The trend is very much in our favor at this moment. How are we actually looking? So my wire came through on AMC, and I just put another 50,000 down on it. The ape gospel, I'll start it. Matt, your ape community reaches the north. I'm from Toronto. There it goes. I can't see. Oh, the logo. Oh, that's funny. This is so funny. Let's get this breakout above 57.50. We're doing great. It looks like the short interest keeps easing down. Is that the strategy for hedge funds are using to keep the price from spiking again? No, because for the short interest it goes down, that means that shorts purchase, which is buying pressure, going up. Shorts covering, that's the name of the game. We're trying to get all the shorts to cover right now because that puts the stock higher and higher. All right, AMC is currently up 18.5%, trading at 56.70, and we're looking for the breakout at 57.50. It was just double rejected there. So let's look for the next test. GME looking strong. We're trading at 273, 274. Are your red and green candles on 5 minute? No, right now I'm on a 1 minute chart. Right up here, 1 minute, 1 minute. I think the 1 minute is more enjoyable to watch when you have like high volatility. Just sent Hulk Hogan a tweet to come on your show. Who knows what to Apes and tweet now? Where can we watch you on Bazinga? They tweeted it out. I think there is a link. Did I? How do you even? Oh, Binzinga, Binzinga. Should be tweeted out. Yeah, right here. Binzinga. So here's the link. 12 p.m. Eastern. So in about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And we're going to talk about it. Hey, that's me. It's so weird to see yourself. Also, kind of looks like my hair is fake. Ooh, big news. Potentially the biggest news that I could share from my own personal life. I do have a haircut scheduled for this evening. So when you come back tomorrow morning, it might look like a whole new host. It might look like a whole new host of Dumb Money with Matt Kohrs. You'll be like, who's this guy? SEC says they're watching these stocks and will protect us if any manipulation happens at all. I'd say that they're out of plays at this point, hopefully. Ortex return shares as jump price correlated 10 million. So remember, return is for 2 days like prior to that. So they have to wait for the trade to settle, then they return it. So it's almost lagging by 2 days. Hello. This is Dumb Money with your host, Matt Kohrs. The dumber we get, the more money we make. Dumb money. Oh, brother. And remember what we say at Dumb Money here. We can remain dumb longer than they can remain solvent. That's our tagline. I am more stupider than they are liquid. That's our mantra. I'm more stupider than they are liquid. I am Dumb Money. Wife's boyfriend says he's glad I'm watching her stream all day. Shane, before trading AMC up 1K, been a good day after trading AMC. I'm only up 65K. No way I'm selling Apes together strong. Thanks for everyone here, and thanks to Matt for keeping us up to date. Hodl, and let's all get rich together. Get AMC shaved into your head to prove your diamond hand. Should do that. I need the AMC. Like, what? My haircut lady will be like, what are you talking about? Tomorrow you'll be sexy money with Cat Moores. Oh, I like this. We're moving up into lunch. We have about a couple minutes to go. Not sure if you missed my chat earlier. Do you think the naked shorts out there that there's S3 data that came out was more accurate than the price correlation from last week? Do you think that with the naked shorts out there that the S3 data that came out was more accurate with price correlation from last week? I don't know what piece of S3 data you're specifically referring to, but I still have quite a bit of trust in both S3 and Ortex. I'm a member of Ortex, so I use that more often, but some of Eor's predictions have been pretty solid in terms of S3. But I think there's a big confusion between shares on loan versus shorted shares. So remember, they're not exactly the same thing. Just because shares are returned doesn't mean that those were actually short shares. There's a correlation. Like, why would you pay that loan fee and not short? But it doesn't mean that they have to. We need the fleet of rockets. All right, we'll come back after the Bazinga interview and do that. Can you explain the short interest change on Ortex? It's down to 13.69%. Yeah, it was because there was a decent amount of shares on loan returned on Friday, which was some of the shorts covering on Wednesday. I need to put that emphasis on some. I also, once again, need to remind everyone that all of the Ortex data, it does not account for naked shorts. Naked shorts are not reported anywhere. So they wouldn't have it. So this is just like the legal, legitimate shorts. Hey Matt, do you think the $60 calls for June 2nd is decent? Just started. Yeah, I mean, I just dropped 50K on the 65s for June 11th a little bit ago. Founder of Interactive Brokers says it's a fool's errand to short AMC. Interview on Cnbc Squawk Box. Hey Matt, how much do you think GME's earnings on 6-9 after hours can affect AMC to the upside downside? I mean, if you see GME gap up, I would assume there's going to be sympathy plays, as in I think AMC would also like really help. AMC finna break out. Clock check. Yeah, okay. 11:56. Folks, we're going to take a quick break. I'm going over to do that stream with Bazinga. They tweeted it out and stuff. And then I'll be back here about 12:30, 12:45. So just look for that. I'll have a live stream up waiting for you guys so you could join that. But it's 11:56 now. So we're going to end this. I'll be back in a half hour, 45 minutes. But in the meantime, I'll be over on Bazinga's live stream podcast thing. Thanks for all those likes. Thanks for all the new subs. We're crushing it today. I'll catch you very, very soon.